Okay, so we're just going to give this a few seconds to get started, and it looks like it has. Cool. Okay, well, welcome back everyone. We're going to hop back into our Guildmaster campaign. So as we said yesterday, today we're going to try and fix up some of the scoundrel quests. I realised yesterday we also forgot to make one of our card switches, so we're going to do that on the scoundrel. We forgot to put in gruesome advantage as opposed to backstab. So we're going to take care of that now. And then we have to do a level up on our tinkerer and a level up on the hatchet. So the tinkerer is level 4, battlebot, or microbots. I am going to take dangerous contraption and swap it for harmless contraption. It's just all around a better card. Dangerous contraption, yep. Okay, that takes care of that. Hatchet. He's now level 2. We get a choice of repeat shot or ricochet. I think I like to play around the favourite, so we're going to go with repeat shot. Yes, and then what are we going to take out in order to use repeat shot? So we don't want to get rid of follow through, I don't think. Muddle's helpful. 2 targets. We've used the push. I'm not really using the hatchet up close. I think I take up close cuts. So I'm putting in some perks. Tinkerer, we've done a fairly good job of removing the negative perks. Now we either have ignore negative scenario effects, or we start getting into some of the more adding wound on the Tinkerer's attacks wouldn't be bad. Adding immobilize is probably more in line with what our Tinkerer is going to do. Don't really need to get elements going. Heal 2 is not bad. Adding an extra target every so often would help with the stun. I think we might try that. And the hatchet, I think we're going to follow the same strategies we've done elsewhere. And take out some of the negative cards first of all. It doesn't look like we can completely remove the negative card. It doesn't look like I have an ability to remove the negative 2 here. Now, in terms of items, one of the things I did want to try and do was see if we could get the hammers onto the hatchet. So being able to add a stun would be very useful. But I don't quite have enough gold. Well, I suppose I have exactly enough gold if I wasn't to take a blessing. So what monsters are we likely to face here? So none of these monsters are going to have armor. So we don't need the piercing bow. So I think getting the stun would be very helpful for this. For this adventure. Interestingly, it's only a single-handed item. So it means you can still have, say, a shield. Can you have a second throwing hammer, I wonder? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Okay. I think everyone else is in good shape item-wise, and if they're not, not a lot we can do about it, because we don't have any gold left. Okay. I'm not going to try the relic quest yet. I think that might be too much for us. And we tried Under Siege once before and we couldn't quite pull it off. So we're going to go for Payday. We'll gain an extra perk on the Scoundrel, 30 gold and 6 experience. The Scoundrel has been slicing a few throats here and there for a towering Inox, who insisted on staying anonymous. It's time to meet up and get paid. Ah, so the Bandit Guard Elite does have a shield. Should that change my... I think that should change my strategy with the Inox. I am going to put the piercing bow back in. We're going to have a go at Payday. So we've got to kill 12 enemies. Remember on the other one that we couldn't do, we had to kill 16. So let's see how we get on killing 12. Good to know we're still at party level 2. So we're getting stronger, but the enemies aren't. You head to the meeting point deep in the forest, intrigued as to what this Inox actually looks like. So far you've always dealt with the middlemen, but you've got a feeling he's gathering a small army and your job was helping to remove the competition. You arrive in the clearing and sit tight, waiting for him to arrive. Gain 7 or fewer experience points. Kill a monster with an attack that has disadvantage. I'm not sure if we'll gain 7 or fewer, but we can try. Perform 2 actions with burn. We generally don't want to be burning our cards, so I think the chances of us getting Ravager, especially given we can't have the Scoundrel exhausted, are low. We'll go for Dynamo. Never leave a hex. Kill the last monster. Try that one. 2 or less health. Have 3 or fewer cards. Zealot's probably something we can do something about. So let's try this. And we'll hop into the dungeon. Just going to move something around on my desk slightly. I'm just going to change that order of windows. Sorry, I'm just rearranging something on my monitor. I think it makes it a little bit easier for me to see what's going on. Okay, that's better. The night is foggy and cold, and you have been waiting on that mossy stump for what seems to be hours. Your fingers and toes start to feel numb, but your eyes do not. A twig cracks on your left, and out of the gloom comes a small group of bandits. So this was unexpected. Sorry, love, the boss has decided you know a bit too much of his grand plan, and well, we've been brought in to tie up a few loose ends. Mind you, he's paid us your wages. Luckily, our job is going to be nice and easy. Okay, so it's one of those nice small maps that Gloomhaven is famous for. One of those nice small maps. And we have 4 enemies to start with. I don't think we'll know where the spawn points are until after the first round. So he looks like a prime target for our brute just to do a 6 move. And a whack of some description. Over here. Inox, I feel like you should be aiming to get your favourite down onto the Bandit Guard Elite. So now you can immobilize, because you can't move far enough to pull it off. Well, you could, but then you couldn't get back anywhere safe. So you've only got movement 3 cards. So you could go and try and move and push. That way, if he only moves one, he's out of our way. So what do I do about... Is that what we want? So do I have a move 6 card here? I don't. So I could have Scoundrel go later and just hope that she can sneak up behind. Or something like this. So move 3, attack, then maybe a move 5. And then go quickly next turn with an attack over here. So that means the brute, you're heading here. I'm not sure we're going to take here. Tinkerer, what does that leave you doing this turn? This seems like the right turn to make sure we played the dummy early. Summoning the battle bot. So I could put the bot here, say, to lure these two in. And then they will attack the bot instead of the Inox. Does that mean I need to change this movement? Still going too early. So repeat shot is probably the target we're playing, is the attack we're going to play next turn. Or follow through, one or the other. It's just something like this so we can make sure that we're well positioned. So ideally, she's going after these guys have attacked. Let's see how that works out. So the archers are going later than I wanted them to. That's irritating. So we'll probably slightly change around the plan. So summon the battle bot first of all. Here. And then let's just move to this way. end the turn. So I want to move 4, add the boots on, so I get here. That seems fine. Or if I go this way, I keep slightly further away from the archer. That probably seems safer. Sweet. Off to a good start. So the Bandit Archer Elite is going to attack for 5 damage. So we're going to move 3, attack. Don't need to stun him. Takes 3 damage. Now, he has a range of 6. He's not able to move. If I go here and then put on my invisibility cloak. That will at least mean next turn I can deal a fairly large amount of damage. Move and pick up the gold. No particular reason not to. That was pretty painful. Okay, so another one, 2 more spawned in this turn, and we didn't manage to kill anything. So there's another Bandit Archer Elite. I think we're going to attempt a double stun here. This is the best that we can manage. We'll attack 3. Because I think that's our strongest ability with our favourite. Which is 5. And there aren't any traps to push him into. We'll use double throw because I don't want to burn it. So this is irritating. I was hoping I was going to be able to use one of the cards that indicates they're on their own. But I can't. And the poison doesn't get me close enough to deal any damage. So maybe we'll do it that way around. And we'll deal 5 damage to that archer. Tinkerer. What can you do to these guys up here? Can you do your double stun? If I move you 2... No, you'd have to move a bit further than that. You'd have to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you move up here, you will be able to double stun both of those. I think that's what we're going to do, but I want you to move earlier than that. Okay. Except for the fact that the archers are going... No, we did get in before the archers. Okay, that's good. But the brute is too slow. Okay, let's see what that does. We're going to stun that archer because we don't have much of a choice. We're going to take too much damage if we don't. So what cards do I have left on the scoundrel for next turn? I've got some movement and I have some attack, so we're okay. The battle bot helpfully rolled a 0. Tinkerer, can you move up here? Skip the rest of your movement. Stun and stun. That at least means there aren't any extras here. So if I doubled the value of my attack, I'm getting fairly close to outright killing him. I think we're going to try that. And we'll put the PS on to make sure it goes through. Okay, that's not bad. Do I need to bring back any cards? Nope, I have some cards for next turn. Particularly one that allows me to get all the way over here. To end the Hash's turn. So should we change tactic? If I do... undo. If I leaping cleave here, he probably dies. There isn't any way I can get a second attack though. So I could then move 3. No, then I have to move 2. I think we need to use leaping cleave to make sure we take him out. Somewhat over damaged. We will use the healing potion. I think we're going to move up this way. Okay, so now we have to pick cards for this turn. So this seems like a nice net shooter opportunity. If I hadn't already used it. So an ink bomb followed by a movement. 1, 2, 3. Might be the best I can manage. So I do have smoke bomb. So I think we're sort of planning on getting here and then invisibility cloaking. Inox. I reckon you take out, you need to move. Can you move there? You could move there, pick up your favorite and then attack, but it wouldn't let you. So provoking roar disarms the bandit archer. Then what do you do with the rest of your turn? Do I play warding strength? So what's my plan to deal with these guys up here? Tinkerer will deal some damage, but he has to flee back. Brute, you need to be over there for next turn to do something like brute force. So you need to keep some movement available. So movement 4 gets you there. I could overwhelming assault. To make sure that we kill it out the way. And then where would I go? Maybe just a simple move 2. That would let me go early, get to there. But I wouldn't be able to do anything about the bandit archer this turn. I just have to accept that he's going to deal damage to me. And we still have this bandit guard causing trouble. But I could move there and then attack the bandit guard. Are we better off overwhelming assaulting this guy? He's an elite. Is there any way I can go early enough to disarm him? What about if we just move a very small amount and disarm the elite? I think that might be the better play. We'll keep these cards in. Then we get the choice, depending on what they're doing. So the archers are moving 2 in all cases. The bandit guards aren't moving at all. The archer's attacking for 5. So there isn't any way But I would be able to disarm. So that would deal 5 damage. I think we might be better off using the disarm here, moving down, focus firing this archer down. We're going to do that. So we'll disarm. Now if I move, I could move to here. Scoundrel should still have her jump shoots ready to go. She can move 5. 1, 2. So if the brute moves here, I could push. That works quite nicely. The brute moves here, pushes, but then he gets all the archers attacking him. Don't think there's any way to avoid that. End the brute's turn. Scoundrel. Ah! That was a mistake, because I doubled up. I hadn't realised the movement was on the same card as the other things. You go here. We'll try and become invisible. I think I want to pull back open wound. Something with some movement on it. We'll end the scoundrel's turn. More shield. It's the end of the decoy. To be able to hit all 3 of them. Yep, we have all 3. So we did some damage. We're going to flee back this way. We'll end the turn. So Scoundrel's going to outright kill that next turn, so we don't have to do anything. If I go here, I pick up my favourite. And we deal 2 damage. What does the hatchet have for next turn's cards? He's got plenty. That was about the best I could have hoped for. So attack through pierce, apply the stun. Can we pull that off? That would be dealing 3 damage through his shield. And he is able to sort of move down there, but very, very slow. I think we might have to try warding strength, but I just don't think there's enough. The archers just seem to be able to deal too much damage for us. So gruesome advantage likely kills, and then we do open wound. That seems fairly straightforward. The hatchet. So you could deal some damage there, but with the shield it's not going to make much difference, so you're probably better off killing him and then moving, because you'll be able to reposition very far down here. So Brute, if you did this and then killed that archer and then jumped down here, that would at least keep everyone away from the archers. That does seem pleasant. Putting a mine here with the Tinkerer, and then moving backwards. So mine, say here, move backwards. Should allow me to lure someone into it. So far this turn we should be killing this guy, should be killing this guy, killing this guy, and doing some damage. That doesn't seem awful. Let's see what we get to. Except for the back, the bandit guards are putting some retaliates on. The archers can't move this turn. That's good. So we want gruesome advantage here. We'll use the goggles to make sure we don't get a bad roll. Nice that we did. Now, where do I want the scoundrel to be for next turn? What cards do you have? So how far is their range? Range 6. 1, 2, 3. Because they can hit everything. So basically need to remove the scoundrel back as far as I can to the corner, and we'll regroup. Skip the rest of the movement. So I think this kills him, assuming we get a sensible roll. I also think as long as I move through my favourite, I pick it back up again. Let's find out. No, I didn't. Okay. So I want to attack up here. Kill him off. And I want to move 4 down to here. There's nothing I can do apart from take the retaliate damage. Ah, I didn't take the retaliate damage by the looks of it. And we actually double damaged him, so that's not bad. I may as well use the brute healing potion at this point. Okay, we've still got to kill 7. So I like the idea of putting a trap here. And then we'll just move to... So this bandit archer's got a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, he can hit us everywhere we look on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably doesn't matter at this point. The range is just too long. +2. Ow. Burn flamethrower. Okay, that didn't work out very well. So we are still alive at least. Probably not for too much longer. I just don't know how I have enough. So you might as well try and go as late as you possibly can. Do you need a short rest? Then I want you to go quite late as well. We'll try that because then I could poison. Maybe the elite pops over here. You need to short rest too. Okay. So I want you to be able to try and use repeat shot, power pitch, you may as well do this. So the Bandit Guard elites are moving and attacking with range. These are attacking with 3, range 5, targeting 2. Okay, I think this is game over. I can't even manage to get in to use a good brute force on them, which was sort of my plan. I was hoping one of them would move here and I could do a stun. And we hit a -2 to boot. I need him to stay here, because otherwise I don't get the scoundrel bonus. Tinker has got murdered. Other card. So I can hook gun him in. Follow through. Like poison. The good news is these guys are now sort of stuck here. So they will have to queue up one at a time. Fine, we haven't got any normal enemies that are worth killing. But they have now just spawned an archer there. I lost the trample card as well, so I don't have my piercing damage here. So with these two cards going early, we make sure we kill him. So Tinker, you could stun there. Doesn't come with a jump, so I can't use this card to deal damage over there. Have I got a multi-target ability? Attack 1, range 3, target 3. You've used your stun powder already. So I can get over there and attack, but then I open myself up to all of these archers in the corner. Which has really been what's hurting me here. Because if I end up over here with the scoundrel and I'm not invisible, because I've used up all of my invisibility cards, I just take 3 archers worth of damage. We've got 3 half dead, 4 half dead, 5 half dead. We're not that far away from, if we manage to finish off the ones we've started, winning the scenario, but so that would deal 5 damage. Even if I could kill this, so maybe if you go late enough in the round, you can sneak through. Let's try that. You're going to need to do 2 attacks to take him out with the poison. Tinkerer, you're going to come over and stun that one. So who hasn't got 2 cards selected? So I think you attack there. For 4. And then you just move back 2. See how that goes. So the bandit archer elites are moving. So if I attack here, it's 1. 3 shield. Lovely. So he's dead next turn anyway. Exhausted, I should say. We might as well make sure we've applied the stun. So now where are the archers going? I think it's just everyone. No, it's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to attack him with the favourite. I think this might retaliate, might get me here. We'll see. Oh no, it's not. It's summer. It's suffer damage, not attack. Okay, that's not bad. What's the hatchet got next turn? Okay. See if we can get a +1. Times 2. Because we've killed 8. We're still not killing hard fast enough. And there's just another archer spawned in. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archer elites. And we have no invisibility cloak, No invisibility spell. No meaningful way to deal enough damage as far as I can tell. So I could happily stun him or him, but I can't stun both of them as far as I can tell. I could deal 6 damage there, but then I just open myself up to every archer attacking me. I'm going to abandon this one. Yes. Defeat. Now I'm very curious, if I change the difficulty down to normal... I can't. Do I have to return to the map to change the difficulty? Let's try that. I want to see what the spawns look like if we do it on a slightly different, if we change the difficulty. So if I put it on normal. And we'll try payday again. Travel. Encounter. You happen upon a stoppered flask lying in the road, clearly dropped by some clumsy adventurer. You pick up the flask and notice there is still a good amount inside, and you're feeling a tad thirsty. We're not going to take a drink of that. You resist the urge to drink and toss the flask aside. Perhaps random drinks are best left undrunk. You head to the meeting point deep in the forest, intrigued as to what this Inox actually looks like. So far you've always dealt with middlemen, but you've got the feeling he's gathered a small army, so your job was helping to remove the competition. You arrive in the clearing and sit tight, waiting for him to arrive. So what I want to do with this is see how many different spawns we start with, then I'm going to try the same experiment and just do it with 2 characters. Because I don't think it's the elites that are necessarily the problem. We can deal enough damage to kill some of them. It's when we get 5 elites to start with. Kill 1 or more elites. Collect 1 or more money tokens, adjacent to 2 or more monsters. You did a good job of the pincushion last time, Tinkerer. Kill 5 or more monsters. So all of those seem like sensible things. The night is foggy and cold, and you have been waiting on that mossy stump for what seems to be hours. Your fingers and toes start to feel numb, but your ears do not. A twig cracks on your left, and out of the gloom come a small group of bandits. This was unexpected. Sorry, love, the boss has decided you know a bit too much of his grand plan, and well, we've been brought in to tie up a few loose ends. Mind you, he's paid us wages. Luckily, our job is going to be nice and easy. Paid us your wages, sorry. Okay, so immediately we can see the monsters have got slightly less health. So these guys had 9 last time, and they're now down to 6. And we seem to have less of them. So let's play through and see how we get on here. So I'm just trying to work out what we want the strategy to be. So I like the idea of this guy locking in the move and the attack on his first round and dealing out 6 damage somewhere. That's served us quite well. Inox, I think you need to get the favourite going. You can't make any use of the immobilize because you can't get far enough. So you also want to be towards the back, and then where would I move you to? Moving sort of behind that post seems not bad. Tinkerer. What if you were to go summon the battle bot early? Yeah, so if we summon the battle bot early with the Tinkerer, that will draw a lot of the fire. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm trying to work out how far the brute can move with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's able to move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's also able to move sort of here, which opens up the possibility of I have to do it that way. The scoundrel moving later and going 1, 2, 3. So how do I get the scoundrel around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these obstacles are sort of getting in the way. So if the brute ends up here somewhere, I ideally need to get the scoundrel close enough to deal some damage, but she does have her jump boots. So I need at least a move 6 card. So that would deal 5 damage, or open wound would put a wound on him. I like this. Except I want him to go later. So Bandit, Archer, Elite are moving to attacking 2 with a range of 5. Attacking 1, moving 1. Wow, the Bandit Guards are moving a lot. And I stupidly queued up the scoundrel too slow. Okay. Let's move you over that way. Because if they start queuing up here, I get an opportunity for some ink bombs or some net shooters next turn. That was significantly more manageable. I wanted to come in here and try and apply a wound, but I can't. But I'm too slow, so I have to use my invisibility cloak. That's okay. Or I could just stun. That would work nicely. And poison. Then I don't need to use the invisibility cloak. Because the people going after me are the bandit guards. And they are only moving one. He cannot move one and get me. So use the favourite, please. Then move over here. End turn. Okay, bye-bye. Now, is the right thing to do one-shot the archer? I think it is. So if I go here... I could have one-shotted anything with that. Never mind. Okay, so what's the spawns look like now? So it's definitely a better spawn arrangement than the previous one. I think. So what I'd like to do is go early and use Leaping Cleave to stun these two. So that's 5, that's 7 damage, piercing. That means repeat shot should be enough to kill that guy. Tinkerer. You have the ability to stun shot there. Then where do I want you to go? Then I'll move you back very slightly. Probably just behind the tree. So you need a second attack. Move 4 if possible, but you don't have one. So I want to sort of get you moving in this direction. So we're going to get a move 3. That gets you closer to where your favourite is. So Thieves' Axe gives me a double opportunity. If Hatchetman doesn't quite finish this off, I can use Thieves' Axe. If Hatchetman does, I use the movement. I come over there. I could be doubly safe. So how much damage is he likely to do? 357. So he's going to do exactly the right amount of damage. Let's play it extra safe, because these two are going to be stunned. This one's going to be stunned. That means this is the only guy that we're going to have to worry about. Okay. So the Bandit Archer Elite is moving to attacking to range 5. Please move here. Oh no, that's wrong. I did it the wrong way around. Okay, I'm gonna restart that round. I can't. I wanted to use the movement on the top card so I could use Leaping Cleave. Okay, we'll do this quite quickly. So we did Stun Shot and Flamethrower for the movement. You did Repeat Shot and Follow Through. You did Thief Snack and Duelist's Advance. You did Provoking Roar and Leaping Cleave. Yeah, that's right. Continue. So this movement, please. Yes. Skip the rest of it. This. Stun Hammer. Hitting 2 targets. Good. Helpful. He's put a trap right next to himself. So that will be perfect for next turn. That's a 3 damage trap. Just make sure that he has hook shot available. He does. Let's go over here. Bit of damage here, first of all. He says, hopefully. I'm going to move here. Skip the rest of the movement, and then we go to attack. It's not the worst roll we've seen. That's 6 damage, 7 damage if I do it this way. Let's move this way because I think they seem to be spawning more up here. Although I haven't picked up my favourite. So flanking strike is enough to kill you. There isn't a normal enemy to kill. I could at least muddle. So brute force attacking 2, spare dagger. It's not quite enough to guarantee a kill here. So Tinker, you're definitely hook bombing, hook gunning. And there's 2 archers there this time. So I'm still struggling to kill them fast enough, I think. So we have another... Hook gun pulls 2. It's easy to pull there. And then attack 6, range 3. That might be enough. Ah, but the Tinkerer is going later. So how do I get the Tinkerer to go early? Toxic Bolt, probably. Probably has to be that way around. You that way. So you may be able to take out so this would give me 5 total damage on this guy. She could hit 5 there. Then where would she move to? Then move through and poison that archer. That seems okay. What do I do about this guy? So maybe you just have to move through and push. Attack 6. Yeah, attack 6, range 3, then you could just move and push him away. Okay, let's try that. So they're all going slower than I am this turn. None of the archers are moving. So let's start with this. Move here, and then poison. The archers are attacking hard. Tinkerer. Hold on, which one do I attack? So you're doing 2 damage, 3 damage makes 5, and then you have a 6 damage attack. Let's attack the one that's not stunned this turn with the hopes of killing him. So, do you have your stun shot available? No, let's use that and get stun shot back. So I could outright kill him. I don't think I want to use the burn card though. Hold on, let's just think. So Tinkerer could kill this guy. I could then move 3, push him away, then attack for 3 this turn. He's always going to be able to catch me wherever I go. I think. Unless I go this way. Yes. So I could... If I was to move you here... No, he'd still catch me. But that's not a bad place to go. So we are going to do the aggressive play. Take him out. Ends the Tinkerer's turn. Hatchet. If you moved 3... Skip the push. You can then do quite a lot of damage there. Actually, what do you have left in terms of cards? You still have cards. Brute. Now I said I wanted you to do attack 3. Skip the push. I don't want to push because then I'll give him... I'll take away his disadvantage. That's a shame. A +1 modifier there and we'd have been in really good shape. -1. -2. Okay, so Tinkerer. I think a stun shot there is good. And then maybe an ability to return a card. So you could attack 3 separate places here and muddle. Tinkerer, you could stun, give back a card. Brute. So playing Smoke Bomb here, the Brute is going to open himself up to a lot of damage if I can't. Do you have the stun powder left still? No, you've used it. You've used your stun hammer. So ideally I want to try and go fast and do an attack, so I am going to short rest here. That's fine. I want to wound and then run away early. Brute. You don't have much of a choice. We may as well try this. I really need you to try and get your favorite. So you will stun. Yeah, stun, muddle. Okay, that seems good. See how it goes up. So the Bandit Guard elites, the archers aren't moving, and we are getting to go before them, which is nice. The Bandit Guards are moving one, but they're attacking with ranged attacks. So how far ranged are they? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think there's any way to avoid at least some damage here. Nice. Okay. Didn't need the ×2 there, but thankfully it's not a -1. We're doing this mostly for the status effects. Nope, not that one. Try and get my favorite back. There isn't an adjacent normal enemy we can kill. Confirm targets. So that's worked out quite nicely. I'd like to move him over here so that he's next to these two, so that we can start working on them next turn. Brute, how much health do you have? 12 or 14. I don't need to use the healing potion. 5 damage is not pretty. So like a short rest on the Brute. That's fine. Now I want to disarm here. To take him out the game this turn. What else do I want to do? So using power pitch here means I can deal plenty of extra damage. Special mixture means I can get up, apply poison, ideally kill him. Tinkerer. You would have the ability to do a double stun. Reviving shock doesn't seem the end of the world for you. And then we'll do the proximity mine. So I want you to go earlier. You're going as early as you can. You're going as early as you can. You're going as early as you can. I need one more attack here. If I attacked and pushed, that doesn't help. If I overwhelming assaulted, and then they attacked there for let's say do the disarm, then we could overwhelm and assault next turn. Then where do I move back to? We'll do that. So that takes him out of the battle. Scoundrel. You're going to take this guy out of the battle. You are going to deal as much damage here as you possibly can. With power pitch. Okay, let's give that a try. So they are going very early, but they're not moving, so that's okay. So do I want to change my plan and kill him? No, I think we still stick with the same plan. We'll disarm. And then we'll move back 4. We don't have a choice but to move back this way. Then I'm going to get immobilized next turn though. If I'm within range. I hadn't thought that I couldn't move back through here. Don't have a choice, we'll go back here. It's the only place we can really go to. And we'll just have to live with being immobilized. -2, so we missed it by 1. That is not pretty. What does the hatchet have for next turn? Nothing, so we're going to have to short rest it anyway, so there's no point in using the stamina potion. We'll negate the damage. Can't do anything about the immobilize. Apply poison. Okay, that wasn't bad. So what does the... What does she have left for next turn? So got some movement, some invisible. Yeah, okay. So Tinkerer. So placing a trap and then using your hook gun next turn. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Ah, but the hex isn't empty, so I can't do that. Do the extra target card, which doesn't help us here. I don't really want to move. I'm really hoping I can get a net shooter in there next turn. Not net shooter, ink bomb. So we're going to short rest him. He doesn't have a choice. Okay. Can you second wind yourself? How many more have I got to kill? 4. I'd like you to go over here and use smoke bomb. Tinkerer. And then you can maybe ink bomb and then move backwards. With ink bomb in here. You are healing and then moving backwards. You may as well use warding strength because there isn't much else for you to do. And we'll queue up like that. So moving to attacking 4. So you guys are moving 2. I think getting here is probably a good spot. And becoming invisible. Heal, please. And I think I want you to sort of move in here. So I think we're going to be able to set up quite a lot of damage here for next turn. You've got plenty of cards. Ah! I'd meant to queue these cards up the other way around for the Tinkerer. Never mind. That was my mistake. So I might as well immobilize you. Move 2. Queue up Ink Bomb and hope to deal as much damage as we can. So we've killed 9 now. So you have Gruesome Advantage and D-Snack. So Gruesome Advantage is 12 damage. So that basically means this guy's dead. That's 10 killed total. Do you have a 4 range attack? You do. And this has the Favourite. So that takes care of that guy. Then where do I want you to go? Then I think we just retreat you back. So that's 1 down, 2 down. Brute, you need to make sure you've been able to move forward before the Tinkerer goes. Sorry, before the Scoundrel goes. What about if you do... You've got a move 4. You have a move 3 with a jump. So you could go in here, balanced measure here. That doesn't seem bad. Tinker it, you need to short rest, you don't have a choice. Okay, we'll burn Proximity Mine. So I think you stun shot. And then heal yourself. It's only going to take away the poison though. Do you have a different heal? You don't, right? I do need to stun this guy up though. So they need to kill 3 more. So he's going down, he's going down, and he's going down. That's the 3 that I need to try and kill. So what's the best way to deal some damage on them? Is it just to hit it with Net Shooter? Rather than anything fancy, and then be able to queue it up. And be able to queue up. So Net Shooter is significantly more damage if I can go later in the round. What if we did that and then hopefully you get 2 of them? Okay, I think that's good. Let's see how this goes. Didn't need a ×2 there, but thank you very much, game. Greatly appreciated. So if I move... No, I have to make sure that I'm adjacent to this guy. Otherwise, I've wasted. Why is it not letting me convert? Ah. Confirm movement. Then we're going to attack into there. We're going to use our healing potions. Probably both of them. We'll end the brute's turn. So I want to use the movement on this to go there. Skip the movement. Make sure we don't get a ×0. Okay, 18 damage. Okay. That hurt. So is that the best thing to do? I think so. Let's move this way. We have as much chance as possible of killing this guy. It's fine. So we could flanking strike in here. That should be the 12 down. Brute. Attack 3. So what's your backup? Yeah. Burn, follow through. So I want to make sure I've got double throw and center mass queued up. That gives me 4. So that seems good. Tinkerer. You can do reviving stock and this. So I think we now have... If I use flamethrower, I guarantee it with a wound, so we're going to do that. Attack 3. Then we'll do that one, because I could also move and pick up some gold if I'm still alive. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Move 1, then we'll get some poison on him. Skip the rest of the movement. Okay. Now I'm going to use the cloak just to make sure she doesn't take a lot of damage this turn and accidentally get exhausted. So she's now guaranteed to survive. Now I'm just going to go farm some XP. So if I go here... I like how I keep picking the plus target on the cards where I don't need it. Thanks, game. So I can go here. We might as well use this card, extra XP. 4 damage, I'm not going to complain. We'll end the turn. Sorry, Tinkerer. Ow. Burn a card. Times naught. Good to see them getting the same as me. Burn another card. Burn some discarded cards. Nope, undo. Then we'll do a loot 1 at the end. End the brute's turn. I think we've done it. That looks like a victory screen. We did it. Okay, more tenseness. It seems your would-be assassins weren't lying. They are carrying enough money to cover your original payment. That is kind of irrelevant now. No one double crosses you. Firstly, it's just plain rude, and secondly, it's bad for business, and no one messes with your business. So we got the reward on the brute. We didn't get it on Scoundrel. We did get it on the... We did get Pincushion, and we didn't get kill 5 or more monsters. In terms of damage, the Scoundrel dealt 44. Poor old Tinkerer got clobbered again. Brute did some healing. Hatchet earned 12 XP. Brute used 7 items. Seems okay. Quest complete. We'll gain a perk on the Scoundrel. We've got 30 gold and we've got 5 XP. I've heard that South Shield has put a bounty on the head of the big ol' Inox, who's been leading attacks on the village. He might be your guy. I'll mark it on the map. Okay, so let's see what perks we can get on the Scoundrel. I like the idea of replacing the 0 with the 2. It's going to be a slightly shorter stream today. I've got some things to take care of this evening. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll make sure to put this up on YouTube for anyone that missed it. Just going to quickly check what else we've got. Oh, we've got a perk for the hatchet. We have unlocked a new character. Shroud. This looks like Night Shroud. This looks like Scoundrel ++. Your use of the element Dark has brought the Night Shroud to our guild. He is now available to add via the character menu. For the hatchet. One more. Ooh. Summoner. Okay, I like the sound of that. That sounds good. Collecting parts of a wide number of enemies has brought the summoner to our guild. She is now available to add via the character menu. Okay. We can unlock another relic quest. It looks like you've been using ranged attacks pretty effectively, and I've tracked down the location of a relic that might help you be even stronger. I've heard that a group of cultists have been recruiting bandit archers and are trying to magically enhance clothing to improve their ranged attacks. Certainly sounds like it's worth checking out. I'll mark it on your map. Okay. That seems like everything from there. World map wise, we've got to level up the brute when we start next time. We've got 54 gold. And then we've got to work out what quest we are going to do. Are we going to be brave and try Under Siege again? We barely survived killing 12 that time. I'm not convinced we can kill 16. But we have picked up a few extra perks, so maybe. We've also got these job quests we can take care of. I need to find out exactly what they are, but I'll do that before we play again. Well, thanks everyone. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.